It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. And it's Exum in at the 1. Favors with the ball. Out defended by Randall. Gobert with a screen on Kobe. Burks kicks to Gobert. Well, the Jazz look like the team we're used to seeing for so long last year. A big part of that was how they dictated the pace, Greg, of the game.
Very good point. I mean, the Jazz did a great job of slowing things down and avoiding turning things into a track meet, just focusing on playing to their strengths.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And here's Exum following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Now, here's Exum. From past the arc, Hibbert pulls it in. And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Outside, Russell. Hibbert with the screen, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
Now, here's Exum. He's guarded by Russell. Exum dishes to Favors. Gobert the screen. And Favors kicks to Hayward. Gobert with a screen for Hayward. 4 on the shot clock. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now, here's Clarkson. Up top, Kobe. Defended by Hayward. Russell, no good. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Exum passes to Burks. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hayward goes in, and that comes off the assist by Exum.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Bryant. Shoots from the elbow. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And Hayward gets it to go.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. It seems like he's been around forever.
Utah leading. Exum kicks to Favors. There's a good screen to the left side wing. Shoots. Exum's shot is off.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
The shot by Hayward, wide open, connects from three-point range. Hayward's got his 3rd basket of the night. Russell kicks to Clarkson. Three-pointer. That drops. Clarkson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though.
Here's Exum. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Favors kicks to Hayward. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Jazz shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Now, here's Burks. Exum dishes to Favors. The Jazz with another miss.
And not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Booker, he's checked in for Utah. Now, here's Exum. Favors passes to Burks. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Lakers trail by 5. Williams kicks to Bryant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And it's 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Hayward against Kobe. Favors with the screen. Hayward dishes to Exum. Another miss by Utah.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there.
Well, Kobe's age, and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though, Greg. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop in the opposing team scoring.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Lakers 5 right now. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Lewis Williams out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hayward can't hit.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or 2.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Money from the wing. Booker's got his first bucket in this one. Kobe against Hayward. Bryant. Pass to Hibbert. There's the feed to Randall. Clarkson with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Offside Williams. And now Utah, fast break. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Roy Hibbert.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency, the challenge for Hibbert.
Young's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Hayward. He has 7. Gobert the screen. Hayward can't hit.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the lead.
And he gets it to go. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. Hayward was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Hood the pass to Booker. For 3, Hayward. Utah the rebound. And Gobert kicks to Booker. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
There's the call on Trevor Booker. That is his first foul of the game for the Jazz. Lyles checked in for Trevor Booker, and it's Exum in for Burke. Now here's Kobe. He's guarded close down.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Lou Williams won the 6th man award last year, Clark, in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer, and that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
Lakers leading by 6. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. The 3 from Bryant, that's good. Bryant's got 15 points.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8. Picked by Randall. From downtown, another 3 from Kobe. Kobe's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
By himself, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Kobe Bryant. He had 20 points and 1 block.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. He has 20 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
So on the floor for Utah, the forwards are Hayward and Favors, Exum and Burks, their backcourt, and it's Gobert in at the foul. And the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Bryant. Young in the corner. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Young's got his third bucket of the night.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Favors sets the pick for Exum. The dish to Favors. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Outside Bryant. Young up top. On the wing, Williams. Here's the 3. Rebound, Utah. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Hayward, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Hayward's got it back down to within single digits for Utah. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Kobe. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Utah is shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Well, special case.
Well, John doesn't mind having him pass him up for that
The
one.
old Buckeye, you're
yeah,
right.
That's right, most misses. But you look at the players on that list, a who's who of NBA stars.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder was saying to his team. Hayward was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris, thanks.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Shots good by Kobe.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Hayward. And Trey Burke subbed in for Dante Exum. Kobe kicks to Young. Back to Kobe. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
And, you know, there's all this talk about Kobe now being the leader of missed shots, having that record. But listen, the guys that are in the top 5 of that list, all Hall of Fame players. So you don't miss a lot of shots unless your team trusts you to take them, and you're pretty good.
And Hibbert with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. From 11 feet away, hits the front of the rim and out.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Here's Burke. The rebound by the Lakers. Hibbert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Burks can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 18. Bryant with it. And Burks picks him up defensively. Young with no one around. It's good from long range. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And, you know, going back to Randle's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Kobe, that's good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Lakers?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Lyles checked in for Utah.
2 years ago, Utah drafted Trey Burke to be their point guard of the future. Then last year, they drafted Dante Exum. It set up quite a competition between those two.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
That's his third personal foul.
The Lakers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
The Jazz have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And Kobe, here we go. It's Young on the wing. Williams with a clean look. And again, no good by the Lakers. One second left. And that's not going to go. Underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. But we'll see how much things change up here. And Utah has possession. They've got Young. Roy Hibbert is out there with Randall. Then there's Kobe. And it's Russell in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. Lyles. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 6th assist on the night. Lakers leading by 18. Kobe with it. And Burks picks him up defensively. Outside Russell. And here's Young from the arc. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
For 3, Hayward. And it's Russell with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
3-pointer. And he gets the bucket.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Beyond the arc. Can't hit, so Utah will take it the other way. Exum kicks to Hayward. Buries it from 3-point range.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Bryant drives in. He dishes it to Hibbert. Outside Russell. On its way from Young for 2. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
The Jazz making a switch here. Booker's checked in. To the middle, here's Burks. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 8th assist in the game. Here's Russell. He feeds it to Young. He kicks it to Randall. And stolen by Booker. 3 on none. There's no one back. And good on the basket. Book it. 14 points for Gordon Hayward.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Pass to Randall. Knocked loose and stolen by Hayward. Rejected by Young. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Good.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Los Angeles leading by 17. Bryant with it. And Burks picks him up defensively. Shot's good from Young.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the middle, here's Booker, and the layup falls.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Russell dishes to Young. Hibbert inside. Gobert on him, and it's Hibbert missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Exum kicks to Hayward. And that comes off the assist by Exum. 17 points for Gordon Hayward.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
Two great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Kobe Bryant. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
14 feet away. Rebound, Utah.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
And they get it back. This one for three, and he gets it to go. Kobe's got 37. They're behind by 13. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Trey Lyles. Joe Ingles.
Booker with it. Now defended by Randall. And the basket by Ingles.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
The pass to Hibbert. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Passes to Lyles. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Hibbert. From deep three-point range, misses. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Kobe Bryant. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight.